Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give you a warm applause to our host. She's the Skitty, that is the most pretty. She's here to make a sale, and quite possibly find a cute whale. Give your hands up for Eneco Schrödinger.
Betty, please. Betty, I told you to lower me. Nah, we're just showing my feet, Betty. Betty, I wanted to dramatically be lowered, but this is much. You know, you're asking a lot of me. Come on, Betty. Betty, lower the ropes. Thank you. And I have a skirt now. Thanks, Betty. You're great. Super amazing. Betty, I need to be fully on stream. I really... Come on, Betty, come. Oh, okay. We're sort of there. But I'm still hovering above the ground. They cannot see me now. They can see my cool jacket though. And my amazing Game Boy. And of course, my Walkman. And look at my cable wheel. Isn't it cute? Don't you guys think it's cute? Betty, you know, just cut the ropes, okay? Cut the ropes, please. Thanks, Betty. Oh, that's a little bit horrifying. You did not see that. I do have a hat. Thanks, Betty. Not sure what you did with the hedges now, but your fault. Let me remove these strings. You do not need these anymore. Hello everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the VHS, the VTubing Home Shopping Network. The place where we will sell you the most cool, the most awesome, classic, and repurposed goods. And today, we have the best good for you on sale. Today, the good on sale is me, Eneco Schrödinger. Thank you for taking 10. That will be nothing at all, because just for today, I am absolutely free. Not thanks to Betty though. Betty, you're gonna have to explain something tonight after we're done. Look at that. I can be angry. That's right. Hey, Maina. Hello. I was just showing I can be angry, but since you're here, let's show you how happy I can be. Thank you so much for being here. We are such a versatile creature. Originally, I had a different plan on being lowered today. Originally, I wanted to be lowered here by using a Stretch Armstrong doll. Because, you know, I think it's really fun to stretch a man and cause them absolute horror and pain. I think that would have been so funny. I would have loved that. But then, you know, I don't think Stretch Armstrong could hold me, especially since they are getting old at this age. Thank you for agreeing with me, Candy. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the technical difficulty Betty created. As you can see, this is my new model. This is Eneco 2.0, made by the amazing Giselle. Let's see if this works now. It sure doesn't. Oh, it does! There we go. It split it into messages, but here we go. Yay! I got a bot to work. Huzzah, and victory to me. Yeah, Giselle, wonderful talent. A delight to work with. she listened and she completely understood me. It does work, only took like half a second. Yay, it does take a little bit. But they did say that the bots on YouTube are a little bit different. So, a few household announcements before we get started with the rest of the show. First, of course, I would like to thank some people. I would like to thank Giselle for making the lovely model, obviously. And I would like to especially thank Mr. Quest in chat here for making this model possible. Without his loyal and faithful contributions and his constant encouragement, I would not be here today. I had a dream to be on YouTube, and he encouraged it for a long time. Hello, Rand! So nice to see you here. Quite excited for today's show. And finally, of course, I would like to thank my mod, the Holy Mailman, who has been nothing but an amazing friend to me. He's been given so much information about the stream and has come specially here today to help out and given some links to make everything run smoothly. And today's stream will be divided into 3 parts. The first part is your classic VTuber debut, where I tell you a little bit something about myself. Then for my second section, I have a brand new section developed, especially for YouTube, and it's gonna be great. Thank you so much for it, friend. I am quite happy with how everything turned out as well. I troubleshot a lot of things, and hopefully we got everything out. Now, there are a few things that I, of course, need to inform you about. Like, you can see the beautiful VHS logo behind me, but what is VHS? Well, it is the Vtuber Home Shopping Network. It was a theme that I originally thought up for my debut, a home shopping network that would sell you the most amazing little goods, mostly me. But since everyone has gone retro after me, or actually before me, I kind of decided to keep it around and create a fellow company around it named Hasbin, which is my toy company. Woohoo, debut! Hello, Mampaka! So nice to see you! I am so happy with my debut. Because, you know, today I can finally do what I really have wanted to do. As a Twitch VTuber, I wasn't happy because Twitch, it was just a little bit too gamified for me. There were the raids, there are the viewer numbers that are way more relevant somehow because of the raids. And there's a lot of this streaming culture. And here on YouTube, I feel like I can be a creator. I can create my space. And on Twitch, I felt like you were kind of like being folded into the greater space that is creators, that is VTubers, that is YouTubers. It felt more like there was like this thing I needed to adhere to. And YouTube gives me a little bit more liberty, at least in my eyes, to create a very positive culture and just do whatever the fudge I want. And I hope that will turn out alright. But yeah, so this stream is sponsored by the VHS and has been my toy company. More on those a little bit later in the stream. But for now, they have left us with one very, very special message. Before we start into the introductionary part of the stream, I want you guys to take a look at that message. I will see you after these breaks. Now, when you subscribe to this channel, you get Eneco 2.0 for absolutely free. Eneco handles stubborn stains. Embarrassing bald spots? No problem. She even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, others love her too.
Oh, is it my turn? Before I started using Eneco VT, I could only speak in song lyrics. It was a terrible time. I got chills. They kept multiplying, and I just kept losing control. But then, Eneco VT came along, and the power she was supplying, it was electrifying. Wait!
Hi, I'm Love Zombie, and this product solved my back pain by wholly consuming my spine.
Hey, you! Are you struggling to find the right car lube for you? Now that I've found Eneco, my motor is always purring, if you know what I mean.
Eneco easily fits inside any tackle box, made by a spacey VTubing goat for hours of family fun, and pets love her too.
As a father of 5 rambunctious boys, I only want the best for my kids. That's why I was heartbroken when I discovered they had chili buns. That's when I discovered Eneco. Ever since then, they have had toasty buns. You get toasty buns today. If you buy Eneco, get it today.
Hi, it's Sugar Maze, back with another amazing product. Are there too many streamers? Do you find yourself being attacked by plastic containers just because you can't make up your mind of who to watch? See, that was me in the clip. That actually happened. But fret no more, because once you invest in Eneco, your life will change. No longer will you fear plastic.
You know, back before I found Eneco, I was having a really hard time fitting in because of my incredibly large, weirdly sized hat. But now, thanks to this product, all of my troubles have finally been solved. Finally. I could feel like myself again without needing to hide my true self under a really silly looking hat. Thanks, Eneco!
Being such a boomer, Eneco has limited shelf life, so act now. Subscribe to this channel today. Product may not function as advertised. Read Big Hat and Puck Sweater sold separately. And Betty, do we have sound again? Yes, I hear we have sound again. We are back. We are back. Eneco cured my toe bunions. I am a product of many talents. As you can see, a normal VTuber debut would just give you partial information. It would drip feed you information with some silly PowerPoint. But no, here at the VHS, we know that you are not interested in everything. We offer you all the information at once. So, let's take a look at all of these beautiful info things that we have available to us. Betty, would you please, there we go. Just follow the laser pointer to see where we are. First of all, my nicknames. As a Skitty VTuber, friends call me Skitty, and a very dear friend calls me Annie. But you have to earn that one. You have to earn the right to call me Annie, but you can call me Hakase, or Prof, or Professor, because secretly to a few people, I am actually a scientist as well. My lab went bankrupt due to some unfortunate management issues, but you know, management is well, let's not blame the manager. It's really Betty that is at fault. You know, the Betty that I have employed now in this new company, she just really wanted a job, and I got I got distracted. We still didn't find the bodies. All the bodies. Wait. I don't think you will ever find them all. But, if you do, I might have another body to add. Regardless, you can call me whenever you want, and hopefully when it's time for my re-debut, your nickname can be on here too. Let's talk about age. So, I have some questions about this. Like, genuinely scientific questions. Wait, are we supposed to find them and not sell them to the necromancer next door? The necromancer next door, he's on a package deal. He's already on a package deal. You don't need to sell him anything else. He's good as he is. Don't worry about it. Anyway, question. So if you time travel to, say, the 90s or the late 80s, but you are like in your 30s, in the 2000s, do you become younger? Do you become older, but like long ago? It doesn't make any sense, right? So, let's just agree that I'm not old. In the 90s, I would be like a fresh little leaf. And just look at me. Just look at me. You can believe I'm 21 if I say I'm 21, right? Right? No one call me a 30-year-old, okay? Or, that necromancer we just talked about, he might get a little bit of a bonus. And yeah, age is definitely just a number. I do agree. I'll do more fun stuff. The dates that I get gift. 21 troubles maybe. Maybe more. I think there's like about that amount of lawsuits for products we have, but don't take my word for it. It could be resolved by now. You know, necromancer wants their bodies and stuff like that. Either way, I have 4 birthdays. So when you buy Skitty, when you buy Eneco, you have 4 celebrations in a year. First of all, March 24th. It is my identity birthday, so to speak. It is the day that I became the me that I want to be. And so that is one of my many birthdays that I celebrate. Then we have July 6th, which some of you might already know. It is the day that I first ever started streaming. A while ago now. So it is my birthday as a streamer, my anniversary, as we like to call it in these worlds. Then the next one, July 31st, it is Eneco's birthday. Eneco was first designed on July 31st. Her design was sent to the lovely Rain VT, who you have seen in the commercial, just state that I am really awesome. And I gave her power, she said. I was electrifying. And for those who have seen the intro, can confirm. Don't look at day over 19, plus $2 for shipping and handling. Exactly. Even though I am retailed at a retail value of $1,986, I could pass for a product that sells as 19 weight. Moving on. My actual birthday is on November 17th, the birthday of the flash suit. The good old mecha pilot, if you will. But you know, who cares about that? Unless you buy me presents. If you buy me presents, 17th of November, great day. And I'm sure we will plan many awesome things for my birthday stream. So how tall am I? I've always said that Eneco is just 1.30 m. But then I realized like half my audience is like American, and they don't know about these things. So I decided to heighten her up a little bit, up to my original height, and I decided to just go for something that is universally known. You could theoretically add June 14 now, because it's the day you debuted. More birthdays is more celebrations. That just proves Eneco is a constant party year-round. That is very true. That is very true, Mampaka. Let's do that. Either way, I was looking for a universal height thing, and I decided to pick something that I was like passionate about. At first I was like NES games or SNES games, but then we have the US versions and the European versions, and then it became a whole thing again. So I decided, as a height, we go with wine bottles. And I am 5'9" wine bottles tall. That'll get you drunk. That'll get you buzzing, just like Eneco will. I will ring you up, make you see double. 5'9" bottles of wine, my kind of girl. I know I am everybody's kind of girl, as I am hoping to prove here today, because not only can I speak English, I can also speak Dutch, and a few other languages. Though I am fluent in these two, I can also speak a little bit of German. I can help myself in French. I have helped people in the stores in Spanish. I can read Portuguese, for the most part. And of course, I speak a weeb level of Japanese. So, we have a little bit of everything. I might not be good at any of these, but I still know enough to, like, you know, get a few voice lines in, like, there's a snake in my boot. Now, I do not know how that is in Japan, but I can learn. Give me a chance to learn. Weeb level of Japanese. Yep, that is a very important metric. So, my job, former job, is a scientist. Unfortunately, you know, experiments are pricey, and when you're a geneticist on my kind of level, that, you know, just buys 6 bottles of wine to compare height to, sometimes hard to keep a company open. So now I am your televised marketeer, and I own a toy company, but more on that a little bit later on, because we're not done yet. There's more to that, but that's in a different section. I originally had a song planned for today, but I couldn't get away with it. I was gonna do a rewritten version of Barbie Girl by Aqua, but I could not find any instrumental version that would not get flagged by YouTube, and my singing voice is not the best yet. But if you buy the upgrade package, then maybe I can learn how to sing. So there's that. But in that, I actually had my Oshi marks explained as well. But now they are just a screeching cat, which is actually me singing, and of course the roller skate, because there are still few VTubers that use the roller skate emoji as a Oshi mark. You just might hear it at a later point. I might still make the video and just upload it and mark it as completely demonetized. I think I can get away with it that way. I also had like a second voice that I hired for that. I asked for help and they kind of flaked on me, so I didn't feel like doing both parts myself. But keep it in mind for the future, because if I feel comfortable, I might actually do a few song covers that I have prepared. I have so many plans. With Eneco, you cannot ever get enough. There will be so much content. Have to go back to work, so you watch the VODs later. Wanted to come in for a break. Everyone get Eneco. You need to get an Eneco in your life. That is totally correct, Mom Paka. And have good luck at work. And hopefully you can enjoy the VOD later. Be sure to tune in for the last part, because we have made a fun, interactive bit, which we will get to in a bit. But first, please watch these messages. Now, when you subscribe to this channel, you get Eneco 2.0 for absolutely free. Eneco handles stubborn stains. Embarrassing bald spots? No problem. She even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, others love her too.
Oh, is it my turn? Before I started using Eneco VT, I could only speak in song lyrics. It was a terrible time. I got chills. They kept multiplying, and I just kept losing control. But then, Eneco VT came along, and the power she was supplying, it was electrifying. Wait!
Hi, I'm Love Zombie, and this product solved my back pain by wholly consuming my spine.
Hey, you! Are you struggling to find the right car loop for you? Now that I've found Eneco, my motor is always purring, if you know what I mean.
Eneco easily fits inside any tackle box, made by a spacey VTubing goat for hours of family fun, and pets love her too.
As a father of 5 rambunctious boys, I only want the best for my kids. That's why I was heartbroken when I discovered they had chili buns. That's when I discovered Eneco. Ever since then, they have had toasty buns. You too can have toasty buns today, if you buy Eneco. Get it today.
Hi, it's Sugar Maze, back with another amazing product. Are there too many streamers? Do you find yourself being attacked by plastic containers just because you can't make up your mind of who to watch? See, that was me in the clip. That actually happened. But fret no more, because once you invest in Eneco, your life will change. No longer will you fear plastic.
You know, back before I found Eneco, I was having a really hard time fitting in because of my incredibly large, weirdly sized hat. But now, thanks to this product, all of my troubles have finally been solved. Finally. I could feel like myself again without needing to hide my true self under a really silly looking hat. Thanks, Eneco!
Being such a boomer, Eneco has limited shelf life, so act now. Subscribe to this channel today. Product may not function as advertised. Read Big Hat and Puck Sweater sold separately. And we have returned. Now, we are here to discuss Eneco's likes and dislikes. How do you use Eneco efficiently? How can you use your best? Well, first of all, Eneco is great with retro games. She might not be the most skilled gamer at him, but she has years and years and years and years and years of experience. Starting out on the NES when she was just as high as an action figure, she played through DuckTales on the NES for the very first time and made her way up all the way to the hard games like Mega Man 2 and Donkey Kong Country games, and she beat them. She did beat them. Little Eneco did. She was proud. She felt accomplished. Not so much for DuckTales, though. It's not that easy of a game, really, if you play it on the higher difficulty, so respect for those. I just really love retro games. There is something about them where you would go to a video game store, you would rent a game, and if it was shitty, that was still the game you had for that weekend. You had to make them work. But now, when a game is not fun, you refund them, and you toss them away, you never play them again, and you just burn them down on the internet. Back then, we looked for the fun in every game, and even a bad game could be fun. Like, I loved the Legend of Zelda CDI games so much after they fixed them. That's a small note I have to make, and actually just one of Gamelon. Faces of Evil still sucks even after remake. But regardless, I do not have a lot of experience with Sega and PlayStation, which is something I hope to amend by having this channel. I hope to play a lot of Sega games. Fun Sega games, because the ones that I have tried to play didn't fully click to me. Though I do really wanna try Phasmagoria and a lot of the Sega CD games. So those are probably gonna happen sometime in the future. But we have plenty of retro games planned. So many even. Of course, as a Skitty, I also really love Pokemon. Eneco does really well with Pokemon. Lethal 1. But more on that later. Starting at Gen 1, I could be called a Pokeboomer. Harvester, I definitely want to play Harvester. Harvester is something that I for sure want to play. I am so excited to play Harvester. Seen the Game Grumps play that one. Intentionally like skipped episodes just so that I could discover more myself. Quite excited. There are just a few Pokemon games that I've never beaten, one of which we will start in the next week in a brand new Lost Knocking race against my lovely Mr. Potato Head Mailman. And there are a few Pokemon games that I cannot play, like I wish I could play Hey You Pikachu, but it never came out in Europe. So I would have to get an American Nintendo 64. I would have to get that American microphone because it's not... They haven't found out the technology to reproduce that in the morally flexible options of gameplay. So, unfortunately, you cannot see that one on the channel soon. Pokemon Sleep I tried to play, but it literally like burned my bed or burned myself because my phone would get so hot that it either turned off of heat warning or just it heated up my bed so much that if I roll over it I was like ow, and I would be wide awake. So we don't do that anymore, and we don't do Pokemon Go. I had a friend in that game and she was like super duper hardcore into it, and she was like, oh, you should come join us on raids. And then I would go out into the wilds, and we would go do a raid for like Groudon, and then there would be like this one neckbeard guy that would always show up, and he's like, the best Pokemon to use here is Articuno. I cannot believe that people use water Pokemon here, because they are not as effective as Articuno. I can't believe that I have to spend 20 more seconds to defeat it. Stuff like that, and more and more of those people started to show up. Like, I was so happy that I caught a shiny Mareep at one point because it's pink. And I was like, yay, shiny Mareep! They're like, well, yeah, shiny Mareep. I have like 25 of those, but how many Spindathorns do you have? Because I have a very exclusive Spindathorn. Very annoying. Don't like it. Don't love it. Don't play it much more anymore. Also, I used to live like next to a Pokestop, and I could like swipe Pokeballs out of there, and I cannot do it anymore. And now it's kinda annoying. Of course, I also like myself a good cocktail and wine. If you haven't deduced that from our previous slide, I am very much a red wine drinker. And I really like meats. I have been getting into meats more and more recently. In fact, my latest meat ordering came in today, and I got a new one. It is called Hexenblut, which is a mix of cherry flavored meat and chili flavored meat. And so it has the sweetness of a cherry and the kick of the chili. And so far, it has been quite amazing. Also really like myself a good sparkly wine, preferably the pink kind. Pink sparkly drinks are my favorite. What you will also find myself doing here on this channel is talk a lot about Saturday morning cartoons. I'm thinking on doing something about it in video format, where I look up a game of Saturday morning cartoons and play it while talking about those cartoons. Stuff like the Toxic Avengers game on Game Boy, like Miles on Mars, From Mars on SNES. I don't think there is a Mask game. I really like to talk about Mask and give it a rewatch. It was an interesting cartoon that made an impression on me somehow. Another show that I vividly remember is Kid Video. Kid Video was this show, I think it originally aired in like 1979, about this band getting sucked into music, TV, cartoon land. They were like aided by a fairy or something like that. And it just had bopping music. Like very Saved by the Bell in aesthetic. Also in music, I guess. But it was something. It was dorky and yeah, Captain N. I actually have written Captain N down on my little... I'm blanking on the word here. Cue cards. I actually have cue cards for today. Captain N is something that I love to watch, and there was this other Nintendo show. The one was with like the Video Game Master, and the other one was with Captain N. But I love both. Like the other one, I think had the tomato guy. Or was that Captain N? Like I love the tomato guy. His power was just to toss tomatoes at everything. And then you had... Maybe it was Captain N? Because there was Simon Belmont, like a monster truck. And they had to fight the Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus. It was amazing. And of course there's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. That was a hoot and a half. With a Link cartoon. Simon Belmont was definitely Captain N, yet Simon Belmont was definitely Captain N, but I'm not sure if the tomato guy was. There was like 2 shows at the same time, at least here they aired at the same time, and they aired back to back. And one had like the A-listers in video game world. Well, A-lister, quote, that's not Mario. The other one was with Arch Rivals, I think. Yeah, could be. I'd have to look it up. But I really like the tomato guy. I love the tomato guy, and there was at this point where I just picked up a tomato and just started tossing it at people because he was like, that was a thing. Like, if there was a villain, he was like, tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. And that's basically what I, as a kid, at one thing decided to play. And I believe my friend was like playing Simon Belmont, so I think they are from the same show. And then I was like, I just picked up a tomato and yeeted it at him. And, well, it was a very soft tomato, let's put it at that. Let's put it at that. Moving on. Another fascination that I have is with Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. I love everything about the Dragon Ball universe. Like, I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball what ifs, like, what if Raditz turned good? What if Raditz wasn't immediately killed? What if Turles was canon? What if Goku went Super Saiyan early? And then you see just people narrate to those stories. And for a while it inspired me to do a storytelling channel. But even though I had like a good idea to set it like in the world of Pokemon, I never really had the audience to get into that sort of stuff. Which is fine. But the deep dives that I would make did not overlap with my audience, and I never really got to either mellow myself out more in Pokemon or find an audience that is a little bit deeper into Pokemon. So I binned that idea. But it came from Dragon Ball, and my fascination with Dragon Ball. I know a fair bit about Dragon Ball, though maybe not some technicalities, and I definitely cannot quote Dragon Ball Abridged as well as Mailman can, but oh my god, do I love that sort of stuff. I am really looking forward to the Xenoverse game, not Xenoverse, the Sparking Blast, the Budokai Tenkaichi, even though I cannot play it, because I don't have a PlayStation 5 or a computer strong enough to run that. I am gonna binge watch the fudge out of that. Another thing that I am so obsessed about, and I am gonna sell this to someone. I'm gonna sell someone on this. They are making a new Power Rangers game. I love Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. Especially like the original Mighty Morphin era. But they are making one game in like a very reminiscent style to the Shredder's Revenge game that I played with UQuest. With a lot more added things and animated scenes and stuff like that. Cartoon scenes. Lots of love going in there. It's called Rita's Rewind, which is set in an alternate time sort of thing, where it takes place in a scenario where Power Rangers Once and Always ends in failure. The reunion special, which by the way I loved. I love Once and Always. Oh my god, was that stuff good. I want to play Power Rangers with one of you. No matter who I have to sell it to, we are playing that beat 'em up on my channel on the day it releases somewhere. Let me throw myself a little bit. There we go. Other things that I like, of course, moving on a little bit, is I really like cooking and food. Red one was the best. Red one was really good. I really like the pink one. Obviously. Even when I was a kid that didn't necessarily identify as female, I really liked her weapon, the bow, a lot. That she also could like use as a bashing weapon. It's like my kind of thing, you know? Just shoot someone and then whack someone like it was a club. I also really like the Black Ranger, because the axe was a super cool weapon. Because it was a gun and an axe. I'm multifunctional like that, so I really like those sort of weapons. You had trouble picking your favorite. You all like them all for different reasons, true. They were a very likable cast. I never got that much into the Yellow Ranger, because she was a little bit... what shall I call it? She was a little bit saccharine to me. Where she was like, oh my god, we have to do a nature rally, because nature is so polluted. Oh my god, Billy and Kimberly have turned so mean. I cannot do that, because we cannot be mean to each other. Oh my god. If we have thorough friendship, we will be alright. I don't have to have any skills of my own. I will just believe in my team hard enough. You know, she didn't deserve the fate that she did get, the actress at least, and neither did the Yellow Ranger, of course, in canon. It was a shame. But, Eneco, when you buy her, she can cook. She can cook. If I say so myself. I really like cooking. But I am a very experimental cook. Don't ask me to make you the same dish a billion times. I like to experiment a lot. One of my signature dishes that I do really like and often repeat is like honey marinated steak, or honey tenderized steak in a blue cheese sauce or in a peppercorn sauce, depending on your tastes, with like homemade tater tots and some veggies. That is a staple that I love to make. I really like to make pastas and noodles a lot. Let her cook indeed. Like, I love to make cheesy noodles. And I do make them inspired by Chris Broad of the Broad in Japan YouTube channel. Like, oh, he puts noodles on his cheese. I did not know it was possible, but that sounds tasty. Tell me to try this. Though not everything goes well. Like, at one point, I had jellyfish for the first time. It was a New Year's Eve at my friend's house. They were Chinese in heritage. They made sauerkraut with jellyfish in it. And it was like very saline little snack. And I would really love the taste of that. So at one point I was like in the Asian store and I saw jellyfish. I remembered that saline taste and I was like, oh, it's kind of like how you use anchovies, but a little bit more of a fresh umami taste to it. So I really like spinach with anchovies. So let me try that with jellyfish instead. Little did I know that you're not supposed to cook jellyfish. Yes, I did warm up my anchovies with spinach to make this nice and rich and salty spinach with a little egg. But when I put that jellyfish in the pan, it disappeared. I was like, wait, where did it go? Turns out that jellyfish is basically just ocean water with a little bit of a jelly membrane that membrane has a little bit of an umami taste, but that melted away. So I just had spinach that was like based into bathed into seawater, and it wasn't very good. Then I tried to cook some traditional Dutch dishes in Egyptian style, with like Egyptian herbs and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, I was like, you know, desert areas have palm trees have coconuts in them. Instead of the normal milk, let's use coconut milk. But, you know, Egyptians and coconut milk is not a combination that works together. So I made the grossest Egyptian potato milk stew thing, as they were drowned in this sickly sweetness that blew out the herbs and stuff like that. Didn't go really well. But I've made some bangers like carrot mash based tater tots. Make them a little bit more keto friendly, a little bit more, and stuff like that. And of course, the final thing that I really like is summer. I am a sweet summer child. As you can tell probably by my color scheme, I like warmth a lot. Thank you, you've always wondered what jellyfish tastes like. It's definitely worth trying out. But you need to like put it into something fresh, like maybe in a coleslaw with a little bit of acidity to it. It could really work, but don't cook it. Don't cook it and don't put it into something earthy, because those two don't mix. But I like heat. A lot of people complain about heat. You will never hear me complain about heat. I will sit behind my computer in a sweater, or like when it's... Okay, that's another one of those cultural things. And it's like 27 degrees out here, so that's probably like 87-ish degrees Fahrenheit, I'd say. I still wear sweaters, because I just want to be warm and toasty. I love going out in the sun. Even though I'm pale as a sheet right now, because I couldn't go out in the sun for like a year, because I get laser hair treatment. When it's summer, you will find me missing more stream days because I go outside for days. I actually touch grass, which I know is weird, but that is one of the properties that Eneco Schrödinger has. So let's take a look at what she plays left with. Do not use Eneco Schrödinger with gacha games. I have very little positive things to say about those, so it goes up to a point where I pretty much flake out on people streaming them. Because, you know, when I see someone play Genshin, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rip them a new one. Probably not the best idea. When people play Honkai Star Rails, oh my god, that's so basic, and stuff like that. But, you know, people like what they like, and I do not want to yuck their yum, even though I definitely yuck their yum. Even though I definitely yuck. And then, do not expect me to do that. Part of the reason why I do not like those games is because I'm that ass broke. I used to play the Dragon Ball gacha games, both Dokkan Legend and Dragon Ball Legend. And I got up to like the first year of both. And then I found out, oh, they made Android 21 appear. I spent $40 in that. I can barely pay rent. Let's not do that, cause I bought a unit and I never used it. I did not have the teams to support her. I just really want that. And I was like, yep, you know, you are addiction sensitive, so let's not do that. Either way, another thing that I really do not like is squad-based shooters, so you will not find me playing Apex or Fortnite, but also stuff like Lethal Company and Helldivers, it is just not for me. Why? Because there's always like this skill difference. There's someone that will carry you, there's the other one that is carried, and I don't like to be carried. I feel like an obstacle. I do not feel like I am adding the fun to anything. Like, oh, they probably would have done better without me. And even though I know that a lot of people still would just have as much fun just to take me along, I don't like it. I don't like getting carried. I don't like when people white knight for me and are like, you know what? Let me deal with this. You stay back and stay safe. That sort of stuff. It just messes me up, so I kind of like stay away from all of those sort of things. Another thing that you will not find me doing is hotboxing. I really dislike hotboxing. And when I say hotboxing, I mean people say like, oh my god, we love you. Oh my god, you're the most adorable thing that I've ever seen. But they say it to like 27 different people. They say like, oh, I will support you always. That you're so amazing. They just say it over and over and over again. It kind of loses its meaning. And then in my head, I'm wondering like, if they say that like as a fake compliment, does everyone just wants to be nice to me? Or do they actually say it because they think I deserve the compliment? It just, it messes me up. So for that reason, I do not like hotboxing. I try to stay away from communities that do that overly so. And same thing for like saccharine movies and TV shows. I really hate stuff like Airbot or Dr. Dolittle and those TV shows that have like the flawless main characters because they are just so sweet and caring and kind and lovable and nothing ever bad happens to them. I was recently watching this Christian movie about this little girl that was sick, had like a pneumonia or something like that, and she gives like a prisoner her kidney or something like that, and everyone is like, so, oh, if that is her choice, then I will allow her to do that. If that is who you want to give it to, then you can give your organ to that man. There is no, everyone is like, okay, so it's God's will and stuff like that, and it's so sugary. It was so sugary. It's like a Lifetime movie. Don't come with me and near me with that shit. Serendipity though. Serendipity. I think it's not John Cusack. Is it John Cusack? Might be John Cusack. But the movie where he meets this beautiful girl, they really hit it off, and then she hides her number in his book. And after years, he kind of like finds the number again. And it is okay. Yeah, I love that movie. It is so great. It's cheesy. It's schlocky. There is something like, okay, we're both not perfect people. I like it for that reason. But oh my god, even though that is such a basic rom-com, I really love it. So it's not like I don't love rom-coms. I just really don't like saccharine stuff. Another thing that I really do not like is Pet Rat. Pet Rat and Watchhog. Pet Rat and Watchhog are the most terrible things to ever have existed. I've never hated a Pokemon before. When I played Gen 5, the first time I saw Pet Rat, I knew I hated it. When I saw its evolution, I hated it more. Not the evolution, I hated the previous form more. Oh my god. I have nothing positive to say about that Pokemon. But, Petrat needs to be eliminated. It is really good that Petrat never got his ticket to Galar. Or... I'm blanking on the region. What's the newest Pokemon region called? Why am I blanking? Either way, I'm really happy that Petrat is not in Scarlet and Violet. Because Petrat sucks. Another thing that I really hate is doing the dishes. I just feel overstimulated with like gunk on my hands, the water is too warm, the spinny motion that I have to do, the fact that I never get it shiny as much as I want, and if I do, there's like a water stain on it, and fudge the dishes, oh my god, it's horrible. And of course, as a sweet summer child, I really hate winter. But more particularly, I hate snow. People are always outside, oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's snowing out there. When it's snowing, first day, the moment it starts snowing, I go to the store and I buy like 3 weeks of supplies and I stay inside. Snow the Rapper? Yeah, Snow the Rapper. I don't like anything snow. I don't like anything ice. And... well, there's snow in your community, she's nice. But I hate everything else that's snowy. Like, when it's winter, I bunker up. And I am not seen for a while. Speaking of not seeing me for a while, I'm gonna refresh my drinks while you can watch these messages. Now, when you subscribe to this channel, you get Eneco 2.0 for absolutely free. Eneco handles stubborn stains. Embarrassing bald spots? No problem. She even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, others love her too.
Oh, is it my turn? Before I started using Eneco VT, I could only speak in song lyrics. It was a terrible time. I got chills. They kept multiplying, and I just kept losing control. But then, Eneco VT came along, and the power she was supplying, it was electrifying. Wait!
Hi, I'm Love Zombie, and this product solved my back pain by wholly consuming my spine.
Hey, you! Are you struggling to find the right car loop for you? Now that I've found Eneco, my motor is always purring, if you know what I mean.
Eneco easily fits inside any tackle box, made by a spacey VTubing goat for hours of family fun, and pets love her too.
As a father of 5 rambunctious boys, I only want the best for my kids. That's why I was heartbroken when I discovered they had chili buns. That's when I discovered Eneco. Ever since then, they have had toasty buns. You too can have toasty buns today, if you buy Eneco. Get it today.
Hi, it's Sugar Maze, back with another amazing product. Are there too many streamers? Do you find yourself being attacked by plastic containers just because you can't make up your mind of who to watch? See, that was me in the clip. That actually happened. But fret no more, because once you invest in Eneco, your life will change. No longer will you fear plastic.
You know, back before I found Eneco, I was having a really hard time fitting in because of my incredibly large, weirdly sized hat. But now, thanks to this product, all of my troubles have finally been solved. Finally. I could feel like myself again without needing to hide my true self under a really silly looking hat. Thanks, Eneco!
Being such a boomer, Eneco has limited shelf life, so act now. Subscribe to this channel today. Product may not function as advertised. Read Big Hat and Puck Sweater sold separately. We are back. Sorry, Betty was moving studio around. I'm gonna go through this section a little bit more quickly because we have fallen a little bit behind my schedule. Let's talk about some of my favorites of all time. And we do that in 4 categories: anime, game, food, and drinks. We're gonna get a little bit elite here, wanna say. Especially with the last one. But my favorite anime of all time, starting there, is Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann. Oh, Betty, stop it. Laser pointer, Betty, there. Good girl. Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime ever, mostly because of one character, and that is Kamino. And his train of thought. To me, Gurren Lagann taught me that it is okay to dream big. It is okay to believe that the impossible can be possible. That the impossible is but a word that we put ourselves forward. Our drills can break the heavens. We can actually break through what we believe is possible if we try hard enough. And even though that's kind of on the hotboxy side of the patronizing thing, like, yeah, you can do it, it's a little bit different. I am dream big and do not be defined. Oh, Betty. Well, no, Betty, stop. God damn it, Betty, who let you? Oh, you know, you're fired. We need to do this. I guess because our clock cannot exist there. Let's do it like that then. Kind of. But Betty, okay, you got your job back. Good job. By the way, the Skitty clock in the background actually telling the actual time. Lovely accent. Gurren Lagann has fallen off a little bit for me, I must say. It now is in contention for my favorite anime of all times. It's just so hype and so fun. Play it and rehired in a minute. Sometimes you have to like scare people into submission. Hey Betty, can you guess what's next? Can you guess what's next? Not if you know what's next. Good job, Betty. So, okay, next. Better. Thanks. So, what now is in contention for my favorite anime of all times is Flip Flappers. Flip Flappers is a magical girl anime that is quite unique, and if you know that I like Tengen Toppa, you can definitely see why this is. There is a very psychological aspect to it, because they dive into like the minds of people, and every episode of the week sort of thing is like the mindset of a character they meet, and you sort of like have to analyze like, oh, this is this character's mind, and this character's mind is like that because of this and this and this. It's really interesting. It offers like such a cute layer of depth to it. There is this Mad Max like episode, and there's this classic Victorian horror like episode, a mecha like episode. So it doesn't pin down to one theme, because it's like set in the minds of people, and it is so lovely. If you have not seen Flip Flappers, I definitely recommend you give it a watch. Just like Yusugiga. I'll put that one in chat. Yusugiga is a very interesting anime that I did not put on this list because of how insanely weird it is. It's basically sort of an Alice in Wonderland, where a girl goes through a rabbit hole by chasing a black rabbit, but that rabbit might be her mother, and there's like analogies into Buddhism and stuff like that. It's wonderful, and definitely in the same vein as sort of flip-flappers sort of thing. And so if you want a little bit wackier animes, definitely recommend these two to you. If you want a fun sort of anime that explains how I am in romance, however, I would like to recommend you Bloom Into You. It is the anime where I have met my first waifu, Sayaka. And other than that, it is about this girl that has the same name as the main character in Shosugiga Hoto, and she is very aromantic, and the things that she has to go through with romance and the struggles that she has an interest in romance, and she has an interest in the romanceable character there. But for her to get those in line is a very interesting journey that I definitely would recommend to people. It is so good. Even though the anime is kind of like unfinished, it ends on a solid note where the aromantic aspect is not really met and dealt with, so it stays a part of the character, where in the manga she kind of like pivots out of it, which I think is a bit of a weaker ending. But moving on. Favorite games? DuckTales. DuckTales is the first game that I've ever played, and I still enjoy playing it to this day. The Moon theme, one of my favorite music tracks in video gaming world ever. I used the DuckTales in my intro, and when I was a different VTuber, I used the DuckTales theme as my intro theme. DuckTales and me have just so much history together. Love the show as well, by the way. Love the game, love the remake, love everything about it. It's not a bad thing I can say, except for the mind stage is kind of okay. Betty? My favorite game of all times is probably Final Fantasy VI. It is the one Final Fantasy game that I've ever beaten. It is the Final Fantasy game that I have beaten twice. And technically a third time, but I got stupid and I forgot that we had to face Shadow, like wait for Shadow to do the last 3 seconds on the map to get him. I got so annoyed that I could not get him anymore, but I kind of like have completed it. I mean, I was on the final dungeon. I was like, what's the point if I cannot 100% it? So I was of a high enough level. I had everything complete to beat it. Just because I could not get the final achievement, I was like, it's good. I'm good. I know the ending. Though Dancing Mad, and especially Aria di Mezzo Caratere, is amazing. Seeing that performed live, and I was like crying like a baby. We've only beaten 8 and 10 once. I've gotten close with 10. I intentionally did not beat 10 because I got spoiled on the ending. So I did not want Tidus to die, so I did not complete the game, because if I did not, he would not die. 8 I have also gotten very up to the point that we went into space. And I was like, space? That's stupid. Then I kind of stopped playing that one. I did not like the draw system in that one, but I like the game a lot more than your average Final Fantasy enjoyer. And then space is stupid indeed. It is in that game. Final favorite game, Head in Time. Do I love that game? This is the first game that I've 100%ed. Then I've 100%ed it again when the DLC came out. And I 100%ed it again when the new DLC came out. And then they have modded games. And I kind of want to play every DLC stage in Hand in Time and beat them. That is one goal that at one time I still hope to do. Foods? Basic bitch answer is sushi. Haven't beaten it, but played it a couple of hours. It was fun and a lot of charm. It has so much charm. It has so much charm. I adore it. Basic bitch answer sushi. I just love it. I try to stay up to date on sushi practices, even though I break some because I do mix my soy sauce and wasabi. I do not dip the rice ever in soy sauce because in Japan that's an insult. Unless like you get like super cheapy one here. Store-bought one. Need it because the rice is so dry. But I love myself a good piece of raw fish. I make sushis. My sister makes a lot of sushis. My sister makes keto-friendly sushis. And they are amazing. So I love eating those. And all of that good fun stuff. But, you know, everyone likes sushi in this VTubing business. What they don't all like is like homemade soups. I make a lot of homemade soups. You hate celery, cucumber, which is in a lot of them. Celery is definitely not in a lot of them here, because I hate celery. I cannot stand celery. It's never in my soup, it's either. I love all soups, yeah. My favorite soup to make is like red bell pepper soup with a lot of paprika powder, and then some fresh grilled tuna with a lot of pepper on that. I like to make broccoli soups a lot. Onion soups I'm really good at. Celery is your most hated food ever. Same. I pretty much eat everything except for celery and ice cream. You know, that one's gonna need some explaining maybe, but I don't like ice cream at all. But I do like liver, which makes me probably the weirdest food person ever that likes a lot of organ meat. Like I also like beef heart. Beef heart is so good. Cow tongue, amazing. I have eaten pork kidneys, which were great with some fries and a ready sauce. I really like organ meat. Livers with like chopped onions and a little bit of carrots for some sweetness and some fries is really good. Yeah, liver is really good when you need, know how to cook it. It definitely is. Liver is also really cheap, so and filling. So that's a poor man's choice for me that I often resort to. You like cow tongue pretty much as well. Very, very much so. Pork kidneys definitely a recommendation, even though you kind of like need to sort of marinate them to get like a little bit of the ammonia scent of them away. But once you do, amazing. Amazing stuff. We have already talked about how I like meats, but my favorite still is red chili meat. It's called Drachenfeuer, I believe. Dragon's Fire. And it is so spicy, but it is so good. Didn't take it for today, because spicy makes it a lot harder for me to talk. And did not want to do that to myself. But I really like the new one that I have as well, like cherry and red chili. I did not like lemon meat. I really like pure meat. There is this whiskey meat that I really want to taste. And my friends have bought cherry and cinnamon meat. that I was very interested in as well. But it's not really the season to do that. That one seems way too wintry for me. Now, this one might make me seem a little bit stuck up, because I really like Barolo. Barolo is a red wine that's in the 22-ish, 25-ish dollar region per bottle. And I am gonna say it, I really like the tannins. And I know that makes me already sound like a snob, because who talks about tannins? But Barolo has this perfect viscosity that is just great to sip. And then it has a nice dryness, but you can still taste the sun in the grape. And the tannins, they just fixed that whole thing into an amazing product. Recently I've had a Rioja that was like very close to it, me liking, and that is probably like a $6 bottle, but it didn't have the tannins that a Barolo had, and it's just less. I can definitely be a wine snob where I'm like, oh, I don't really like the chalky notes of this one. I don't like the mouth feeling of that one or the wash of that one. This one has a nice gloss. This one definitely has a lot more earthy tones. Oh, I taste a little bit of oak of the barrel, stuff like that. I can get like that with wine. And I don't like when I get like that with wine, because it makes me sound like a dork and an idiot, but it's fun. It's really really interesting to see how drinking enough something can definitely like deepen your palate. Like I can now sort of like taste regions or countries, and at first when I watched like wine tastings I was like, oh, that's bullshit. That's such bullshit, wine is wine. But it definitely is not. And Barolo is like my ultimate luxury, like when I feel like really bad, or when I really want to treat myself, I go with that. Or I buy a nice cocktail. I love cocktails. And recently I have got myself some copper glasses because my favorite is the Moscow Mule. It's vodka, ginger ale, some lime juice, and some bitters. And mixed together, they are such a great cocktail. It was this really authentic cocktail bar in a theme park once, and now you wonder, like, really authentic in a theme park. But yeah, these were like this food stall sort of thing that were hired by the theme park to like make cocktails for them in the summer. And they had like this sort of like moonshiny looking wagon, and they looked like the part, like they were the barbecue masters or something like that, with like this thick black apron and these bushy beards, and they had all the tools and stuff like that. And they made me a spicy Moscow Mule, which had like some spicy bitters to them, and that was the best cocktail I have ever had. That level of spice, I really like that in a drink. Surprise, says the girl that likes chili meat. And I've been hunting that recipe for a long time now. I have not found how they made it spicy. I cannot find on the internet how they make it spicy. I have made ginger extract to spice it up myself. I have made a chili extract, spice it up myself, and it kind of like messed up the taste. I've seen people make a Mexican version with tequila instead, but it's a Mexican mule, and that's not what I had. I had a Moscow Mule. So I'm still hunting that recipe. But for now, I did not find it. And that concludes my favorite Now, onto our next section, as we have finally done our introductory section. Yeah! This lasted way longer than I thought it would. Been a bit long-winded. Now, it is time for a new thing. A thing that I would like to call Sale Mail. Yay! In this section, I would like to answer letters from the audience. And not my current audience, but people that I have asked questions. Definitely real people. And in the future of my streams, I might include this. I might include this little section as well. So, if you want to be on the next sale mail, put like a little comment in the comment section with like hashtag sale mail, or like Twitter, DM me on Twitter where it's like starting with hashtag sale mail, so I can put one in the next episode. But this one's episode's theme is lore. I had some definitely real people send in some definitely real mails with some definitely real questions about my lore. Let's check out the first mail by this truly real viewer. Yo, I saw the debut trailer. Totally radical, man. I've been shredding the waves of the net. Thought your lab went broke. That's like major bummer, dude. Sucks to lose your job, man. I once worked for the Hut Bro. Got totally axed for numbing the Czar. It was the grass, man. It was the grass. Either way, here's my quest. What's with this new corpus, man? And, look. The wayload question, totally unfair. No. I do not like whalers. Either way, that was, Blade and Live from, Johannesburg. So what is with these new corporations? What is the VHS company? And what is has been? Well, it's quite simple. You know, when my lab went bankrupt, a lot of the things that I made, I was like, I want to sell those. But I couldn't, because I went bankrupt. I did not have the cash on hand. Besides that, selling like laboratory secrets online or on home shopping networks is kind of illegal. So I founded this toy company named Hasbin that would buy those military secret inventory stuff that I made before. But now we call them toys. Because, you know, we have them in our inventory and we have toys now. And now I sell toys. Because the VHS is not banned from selling toys. Now I can make a lot of money from people with a lot of money that would love to buy themselves some toys. Absolute toys. They are toys. And we do also sell actual toys. Of course. Like the Eneco 2.0. We also have like our Ian Quest doll. And we also have the lovely custom firm. The US loves to buy toys. The US definitely does love to buy toys. Other people as well. They all love to buy toys. And I can finally take hot showers again. But yeah, thank you Blade and Lie for your first mail. Let's take a look at our second letter. Greetings! My name is Made Up. I am 28. Congrats on your re-debut. It's so cool to allow viewers to send letters with hashtag sale mail. I was recently playing Mega Man and started wondering, are you more of a Dr. Lido or more of a Dr. Wily? And what is your field of science? What is your favorite Mega Man boss? I bet it's Tidal Whale. Why do you think it's Tidal Whale, mate? Why do you think it's Tidal Whale, mate? It's not. It's not. I don't like whales, okay? I do not like whales. God darn it. Why does everyone think I like whales? Anyway, Made Up is from Bluff, Alaska. Thank you so much for sending in your letter. So, I would say that I am more of a morally flexible sort of scientist. I'm not a Dr. Wily. I'm not Dr. Light either. If I had to guess, I'd be more of a Dr. Wily. Because, you know, world domination is the noble goal that people have to strive for. You're gonna be disappointed if there is a sale mail that doesn't mention whales. Well, you might get disappointed. You might end up disappointed. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I call myself morally flexible, which is the best thing to be as a scientist. You know, sometimes you have to be able to do an experiment no matter the cost. It is something that sometimes you have to wonder. Yeah, right? You have to be neutral. Because if you think like a good guy, your science will be compromised. If you have too much of a personal stake in something, your science is compromised. But global domination, definitely something that I will hope to achieve one day. But robots are friends. Robots are really good friends, so I'm not fooled with Wily either. And my favorite Mega Man boss is actually Quickman. Like when I was a kid, I never got Mega Man 1, but I got Mega Man 2. And the Quickman stage was the insta-death lasers. I thought that was so cool. And just his looks were amazing. I really like Metal Man as well. But Quickman, I thought was the coolest by then. And since Tidal Whale is a Mega Man X villain, I will say that my favorite Mega Man X villain, or Maverick as they are called, is Storm Eagle. Because that one kind of had like a special mechanic where his mechanics did not aim to kill you, but aim to push you out of this stage. And that was like something that I thought like super creative. Where a boss just does not really try to kill you with the health mechanic, but actually uses other mechanics to kill you. I like that sort of stuff. I like finding creative ways to kill people. I mean... next question. This is, hey gamers, I'm Liam the Irishman. Not my actual last name. Welcome to YouTube, Skitty. I baked the Mario cake one. I baked the Mario cake once. It was mid. Should not have put spaghetti in it. So now I want to make a cake of you. So I need ingredients. What substance did you use to morph into Skitty to this beauty? Also, how do I milk a whale? Okay, if you make a cake for me, do not put whale milk in it. Fun fact, you can actually milk a whale, but it's like a really strenuous process, and it like kind of like it's like super thick, so it like sort of comes out as a cheese. So you cannot actually use that milk as milk. Though it counts as milk, it's pretty much a solid. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. Either way, I do not know necessarily what was the substance that transformed me. All I know was that I was in a box once, and my master Erwin, he put me in there, and then he told that there was like this device that would release this dangerous ooze, that would certainly kill me if he left me in there too long. And well, I am sure he was like trying to save me. I think something happened because like suddenly I heard something crack and well, I didn't get killed, but there was like this glowy goop on the floor now, like purplish, something greenish depending on what media we have consumed. But there was this ooze from a mysterious canister, and I ate that, and that is how I became the Skitty that stands before you today. It was quite interesting, but when I got out of the box, I found out the lab had been like completely like devastated, I would say. Like every single thing was taken, like there were no more computers, chairs were like, the good ones were taken, just the half-broken ones were left, or like a lot of coat hangers on the floor, and like a single lab coat was still there, and stuff like that. So well, you know, I was in a box, and it was like the only thing in there. And like I said, they took everything else. But you have to eat to survive, so I just ate it, and then I became big enough to like escape out of the box. Then luckily I found some other ingredients, like a little bag of cup of soup was like left somewhere. But either way, I found this lab completely like devastated and ransacked. And I got out, but there was no one near, like no more pictures, no more names. Things were boarded up and stuff like that. But when I looked in the further into the field, I saw this abandoned cheesery as well. And there were like a bunch of cows, wild cows, around there, like grazing that delicious grass. So when I went to the cows, I found some tire tracks, so I have reconstructed that this must have happened. While the master put me in the box, a mill tank jumped over the moon, and a meteor struck and hit that mill tank, and that meteor, of course, now became like infected with cow radiation, and that meteorite must have struck somewhere down near the lab and have turned my master Erwin into a cow. And then that cheesemaker or something thought they were her cows, but they were not. Since I found tire tracks like leading away from the lab and leading away from the cheese factory, I think some biker mice from Mars came along and like they came to loot the cheese store, but then the cows that included my master like wanted to defend the place. They were like, oh, those cows actually came from that laboratory, let's loot that as well. Because they wanted like supplies to find some sharks in the streets of New York or Chicago or something like that. Because I think I saw like videotapes that were left in the secondary lab there, and yeah, that's my reconstruction of what happened, I think. So my master is now a cow. My master is now a cow, and I'm trying to turn him back because of the cowified meteor. But I haven't been able to do it, and none of them particularly seem to recognize me when I talk to them. So maybe their brain got cowified as well, and maybe there's nothing to save anymore. I ate all the ooze, so I cannot give that to them, unfortunately. So maybe my master is dead, I do not know, but yeah, my reconstruction on that story. Thank you, Liam the Irishman, for that one. And here we have the fourth mail. Hi, my name is Sue. When I was 5, I wrote a letter to Nintendo Power. And they never printed it. Now, after all these years, I want revenge. So I do hope that you show this on sale mail. So, you have a Merc that you can borrow, right? Or you have a Merc, right? Can I borrow him? For my revenge? What is his story? He's not a Wailord, is he? Are you dating him? If so, I want revenge on him. I am not dating a Wailord, and I'm not dating Mailman. So, stop about the Wailord stuff, guys. Really, I do not date Wailords. A Mailman is just a guy I found. Like, my laboratory is like partially underground, and it has like 2 bunkers. And I was like living in laboratory 1. And, you know, I was going to my cowmaster one day when I found like this bloodied man sitting outside of laboratory 2. He was like covered in blood or red goop, red paint. It could be. It could be that. But he was like trying to smoke a cigarette. And he said like, oh my god, I just killed a bunch of super mutants in there. And I've been in laboratory 2. And I do not know what a super mutant is. And I'm pretty sure they were not in laboratory 2. But yeah, he was like, oh my god, I just caused mayhem there. So I was like, okay, that's great. Maybe you want a job to protect me then, or something like that. Because, you know, when there's a bloodied madman polishing his gun while he's covered in blood smoking a cigarette, you just offer him a job. And surprisingly, he said yes. And he's been surprisingly easy to, handle. So that's great. And pretty much, that's the story. I still do not know if there were super mutants in that bunker. I, decided not to go in and check. Maybe he's just a guy that put some paint on himself. Maybe he killed something inside. I do not know. I do not care. He works for me now and he's nice. And, he gets the job done. And I don't think you can borrow him for a while. Because, I'm gonna need him in a bit. Because we are starting a new, Nuzlocke series together soon. Innocent whistling. Yeah, very innocent whistling indeed. I still do not know, but doesn't really matter, right? Okay, on to the next one. Hey, what year is it for you? You look like you were stuck in the 80s or early 90s. Do you even know that Skitty did not exist until 2003? Well, at least the German Eneco one. The Japanese one was in 2002. Also, what's with the roller skates? Why the fashion? Does your world even have videotapes? The VHS logo is just a videotape with a roof over it. That's from Bogus from, Unknown. Well, Bo, I do not like the tone that you're talking to me. But yeah, the fashion is something that I found. And of course, a mystical goat gave them to me. Very cool mystical goat. That you can find here. But what year is it? I do not know. They the mice that raided my lab, they took the calendar. All I know is that I watched the videotapes that were in that laboratory, and this looks like it was the highest fashion, so when I saw that spacey VTubing goat, I requested like the hottest fashion that was like this. Like my lab coat got kind of like taken away from me in the bankruptcy. So I lost that. And I lost all the lab equipment that I got back in the lab. So that kinda sucks. But c'est la vie. VHS tapes so definitely exist in my world. Why would they not? Do you think that a Skitty can only exist in the official Pokemon world? Because they definitely cannot. I am definitely from not the main timeline. Even when you look at Pokemon, there are 2 timelines. Like all the bonus games are set in a different timeline. So, shut up, you're wrong, Bo. Multiverse is hot right now, so multiverse is the answer there. Let's hope this one is next. Bo knows how to get out, right? Yeah. 1,000 blessings on your debut. I'm a rich man from the county of Thurfit. However, rebels have locked me up. I do not have access to my money, so I cannot pay my own ransom. However, it is but a paltry ransom of a sum of $1,000 American. If you wire me my captures that money, I will assure you I will pay you back 1,000-fold. That is $1,000 in case your brain might be smooth. Much love, and please send help. Count Turfit. From Turfit. God damn it, Betty! Did you not proofread these? Did you not proofread these, Betty? It's your... God damn it, let's move on. No. Count, if you're real, no, you're not getting $1,000 of me. Not only because I do not believe that you are actually a count, because I've never heard of Thurfit Country before, but also, I do not have $1,000 to give you. So, I couldn't even rescue you if I would. I do, give me a second. Okay, I'll send you his account money. I'll send you his account and you can send money to Count Thurfit. Or you can send it to my Ko-fi and then I will pay the count. Probably. Sweet, you're going to be rich. You are going to be rich, yes. I am very sure you will be. Anyway, we have one more letter. Let's hope it's better than this one, Betty. Hello, I am Miss Duland from Berlin. You can call me Karen. I recently bought one of your custom furs for my son. I'm not satisfied with the product, so I decided to mail the manager. Your product is keeping my son up at night. He has night terrors and acts fearful. He wets the bed, but won't abandon his toy. I would like a refund without a recall. If my request is not met, I will contact the leader of your country. From Frau Duland, from Germany. Karen. Or Karen. I do not know. But let's make this very clear. All the products sold by Has-Been and the VHS are perfectly fine, especially the custom furs. The custom furs are one of our hardest selling items. And, well, fraudulent, nice. Yeah, this is a fraudulent mail. This woman is trying to commit fraud. For sure. Because in the next section, I am gonna prove to you that the custom fur is not only a great toy, it is the best toy that you can get. So, we are about to enter the interactive section of this stream. And I want you to join me, because you got to know about me. Now, I want to get to know about you. And you can do that by using this command. It should give us a link, like the Imgur link or the Twitter link. There is an image there, and I want you to save that image. I want you to save that image. Choose if you want to use it from Imgur or Twitter. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you save that image and open it up into one of your softwares. It can be Paint, because it is Microsoft Paint friendly, but also it can be Krita, it can be Photoshop, whatever you have available. Doubles indeed. So while you guys download that and set it up in whatever painting software you need, it is really easy. Just any painting software will do. We will look at next week's schedule. Because tomorrow, I'm gonna take a rest day. I have worked my ass off for this debut. And on Sunday, it is actually Mama Delcari's birthday. So I cannot play with you guys then. But on Monday, I will be here with Scars. It's a cool racing game with animalistic cars. Not sure why they named it Scars, but oh well. Then on Tuesday, I will play Hexen, which is like a super cool medieval shooting game. Kind of relevant since Doom Medieval has been, Doom Dark Ages has been announced. On Wednesday, going to the theme park. You don't think you should have Microsoft Paint. Microsoft Paint is on any computer. Just yeah, I'm going to the theme park. But yeah, you should have Paint on your computer. Pretty sure, and it is Paint friendly. I made sure it's Paint friendly, so just type MS Paint in your search bar and you should find it. Thursday, I am recovering from the theme park anyway, and on Friday, I am starting a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke against Mailman. And Saturday, best day for me. And on Sunday, I'm gonna play something really special in Castlevania Revamped. It is the first Castlevania, reimagined as a Metroidvania. Okay, just call Paint. Alright. That is perfectly fine. Let me add to our final screen of today, right after these messages. Now, when you subscribe to this channel, you get Eneco 2.0 for absolutely free. Eneco handles stubborn stains. Embarrassing bald spots? No problem. She even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, others love her too.
Oh, is it my turn? Before I started using Eneco VT, I could only speak in song lyrics. It was a terrible time. I got chills. They kept multiplying, and I just kept losing control. But then, Eneco VT came along, and the power she was supplying, it was electrifying. Wait!
Hi, I'm Love Zombie, and this product solved my back pain by wholly consuming my spine.
Hey, you! Are you struggling to find the right car loop for you? Now that I've found Eneco, my motor is always purring, if you know what I mean.
Eneco easily fits inside any tackle box, made by a spacey VTubing goat for hours of family fun, and pets love her too.
As a father of 5 rambunctious boys, I only want the best for my kids. That's why I was heartbroken when I discovered they had chili buns. That's when I discovered Eneco. Ever since then, they've had toasty buns. You too can have toasty buns today, if you buy Eneco. Get it today.
Hi, it's Sugar Maze, back with another amazing product. Are there too many streamers? Do you find yourself being attacked by plastic containers just because you can't make up your mind of who to watch? See, that was me in the clip. That actually happened. But fret no more, because once you invest in Eneco, your life will change. No longer will you fear plastic.
You know, back before I found Eneco, I was having a really hard time fitting in because of my incredibly large, weirdly sized hat. But now, thanks to this product, all of my troubles have finally been solved. Finally. I could feel like myself again without needing to hide my true self under a really silly looking hat. Thanks, Eneco!
Being such a boomer, Eneco has limited shelf life, so act now. Subscribe to this channel today. Product may not function as advertised. Read Big Hat and Puck Sweater sold separately. Here we go, we are back with the final part of the stream. Batty, goddammit, I told you to start this up properly before we started. Also, what the heck was that, those crosses? Come on, Batty, a little bit more effort, please. But here we are, building your own custom fur. A has-been personality quiz. We are gonna take a great personality quiz. Let's get started. If you haven't yet, download your own customer using the link in the description. I totally forgot to put it in the description, but you know, we have it in chat. So, Betty, thanks for wording that wrong. If you have not downloaded it yet, here it is. Then, open your customer in your art software of choice. Can be Paint, can be Krita, can be Photoshop, can be just about everything. Color your custom fur using the personality quiz that is about to follow. Post your custom fur under Eneco's VT's Twitter using hashtag custom fur to have your results analyzed. Now keep in mind, this thing is not colorblind friendly, and because I have desaturated my image a little bit, sometimes some colors will be a little bit hard to differentiate. So listen to me closely as well. Yeah, because on my part, they look more different. Here we see the different zones. It's pretty much a color by number sort of thing, but do not worry. We will get those kitted out a lot better. Oh, Shiitake, you already painted it. Don't paint it yet. Just make it white again then. Each color correlates to a different color zone. The quiz is 10 questions. Answer each questions, and then you get like access to 3 colors, and you pick the answers that resonates with your color the most. And then, because I know what colors answer what answers when you like turn it into me, I see like, oh, you're this sort of person because your custom fur has this sort of colors. You can pimp out your custom fur later, but let's keep the colors intact. So let's get started. Question 1. The top fur and the outer ears. Now, I need to put that here. And then I need to put that up here. That still... Okay, then everything is working. Question 1. You are scrolling on YouTube when you notice an adorable Skitty Vtuber is streaming or just uploaded a video. What would you do? Oh my god, I am watching wide away. The dishes can wait. If this is your answer, you paint the upper fur red, pink, purple, or something in that sort of hue. You know, in the red and red side color spectrum, so I guess orange would still be allowed. Neato. I'll give it a look as soon as I finish my chores. If that is your thing, then you color it like a light blue or a green or a yellow. All the colors like surrounding the green basically. Okay, I might give it a watch, but I have to watch my Oshi first. Then you color it a gray, a brown, or a black. Or if she watches me in chat, I will accept it and follow back. Oh, here's the orange. Never mind. Betty, you didn't prepare me well for this. If you are like, okay, I want to do a follow for a follow, and only if we interact, then you color your custom fur like orange, a bright pink, or like a cream color. You know, like a milky off-white sort of brownie thing. Like a beige sort of thing. Answer the question now and color your custom fur. Obviously, when Skitty is streaming, I would follow her right away. So, I am painting this pink because pink is a great color and you have to watch Skitty as soon as they stream. I hope everyone has thought that time to answer. Oh wait, I forgot the outer ears. Very important. Very important. So this is the color zones that you use. The outer ears and the top fur. This will conclude question 1. And we are moving on. Question 2. Lower fur. Which is like the outer heart and the thingy here. You're having an Eneco debut party with your friend. Said friend is offering to make you a delicious sandwich. What do you order? A cheese sandwich will pair nice with the streamer. If you choose that, you color this like a pale yellow, a cheesy yellow, or a baby bell red. I'll have whatever my friend is having. If you choose that, you use gray, a minty color, or a dark green. A BLT always works for me, or its vegan counterpart. A BLT, for those who do not know, is bacon, lettuce, and tomato. And the vegan counterpart, you can make whatever you want of that. Like mystery meat, or what do they call it, wonder meat? Something like that. And the final option you have for this question is tuna salad, with fresh capers, red onions, and some arugula. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a food snob. A cheese sandwich, I'd eat, but it wouldn't give me any joy. If my friend is making something, I think they would try to spark joy. I would also not have what my friend is having, because I think that is kind of like, well, that is not my answer, let's put it like that. I would go with a BLT, because I do not want to do like the full-on elitist punk sort of thing. But I would want some different things on my sandwich. So I am going with a bright blue. But what do you do? Color your custom fur now. These are my zones. I have colored them in now. We are already starting to see a lovely shape and a lovely friend shape here. Do we see my mouse? No. We do not see my mouse when I hover over it. But look at the friendly little guy. He looks so cute. He looks so adorable. Isn't he amazing? Buy your custom fur now. And if everyone is up to date on that, and has seen the answers to this question, we are moving on to the next one. Adorable indeed. The faceplate and the inner ears. As you can see in the slide, we have cleverly made the zones that you're about to paint red. You decide to clone your sandwich making friend, but oh no, the clone escapes and starts fighting your friend. Which one is real? You get out your gun? Who do you shoot? Well, my friend is always right, so obviously you shoot the left. Because obviously you cannot tell which one is which. They are struggling, and you have to shoot one. Then you go with a pale green, like a dull purple, or a white. Your choice. But if you shoot the left one, those are your colors. Good adventurers and the good friends always go left. You shoot the right. If you do this, you use a pale yellow, so on the screen it might look white, but this is a pale yellow, a green, or a bright blue. Oh, sorry, a icy blue. We can all be friends. I will talk them down. If you do this, you give them like, pretty much like genuine skin tone sort of thing. Like a white man's skin tone, a dark man's skin tone, or a little bit of an in-between skin tone. Hispanic and otherwise. But you know, you give them a very natural skin tone because this might seem like a very natural answer. Or D. No one can know about my cloning tech. Shoot both. Now, I know that a lot of people are suspecting me to actually pick the last one, because I'm morally flexible. But if you know me well enough, you know that I live by the rule, good adventurers go left. And my friends know that, and I have stated this several times. So, I would shoot it right. Besides, if I shoot the actual friend, doesn't really matter because my clone would be perfect anyway, and that way I would not miss out on the sandwiches. So we will color the faceplate and the inner ears like the saturated yellow. I'm hoping that not a lot of people will have a purple-faced custom fur here. But we'll see. This is not as desaturated as I want. That's better. But here we go, exciting. The heart and the inner mouth. So the fleshy bits of your custom fur. Like, the heart shape there is basically where it shows a little bit of skin, and you know, the inside of your mouth is like maybe a little bit of the darker tone of that. Imagine this quiz was a survey instead. Now, you get a chance to vote for a show you'd like to see. What would you like to see on this channel? A wacky trivia quiz? If so, you go for like a grayish hued blue, a grayish hued purple, or dark green. A talk show where you're chatting with friends about old stuff. In that case, you give it like an orange inside of the mouth, or a very dark gray, almost black one, or a brownish tint. A show where you compete against your friend in gaming challenges, and you make it yellow, green, or blue again. Or, I don't really care. As long as you will, I will say, as long as you have fun, I'm down for it. But honestly, I'm just not not that involved into this choice. I will see whatever you do. If that's the case, you give it like a brown, bloody red, and maroonish purple. I personally would love to do a trivia quiz on this channel. It's like one of my dreams that I had on Twitch as well. Never got around to actually do. So here we go with that. We fill in the custom fur like that. Those are the zones you have to color. I will wait a bit for you guys to do that as well, as we are moving on to the halfway point of this quiz. Here we go. Question 5. The beak and the feet. You are playing a new Pokemon game. It's an open world. It has all the features, all regions, and all Pokemon. What would be your goal? To be hardcore PvP, and to be the best, like no one ever was. Then you go with like the steely blue, orcish or goblinish green, or a flat white. To catch them all is my real task, national dex baby. I'm gonna catch all the Pokemon. If you're that type, the completionist, then you give it an orange beak, a yellow beak, a bright pink beak. Wow, the world is my cloister. I'm just gonna loaf around and have hours and hours of fun. If that is your true answer, then you give it a brownish beak, a goldish beak, or this lilac, lavender, more lilac, sort of purple, like a desaturated grayish purple. And finally, to exterminate the pet rat population, I have to hack this game. No pet rat shall survive. I will stop them with... I will not stop. I will single glitch every one of these corrupted fuckers out of the game and out of existence. They shall burn, drown, they shall face the fires. They shall be strangled and they shall be left without air. The pet rats shall die. So, I'm gonna go just fill that one in, and we will not talk about it too much. We do not talk about it. Okay. That's that part done. Question 6, the tail. Mike Tyson, Hulk Hogan, or Sylvester Stallone approach you. You are now their protege that has to defeat Jake Paul into Mortal Kombat. Obviously, you shoot a PSA first, as that's the obvious thing to do once you become a fighter. You say, cool kids, don't do drugs. If so, you make a blue tail, a brown tail, pale gray tail. So cool kids don't do drugs. Bright blue, dark brown, or gray. Hopefully the pet rat community doesn't cancel you for the stream. Let's hope. Let's hope that one guy doesn't find me. Cool kids do what Nintendo don't. If that's your answer, you pick like a off Nintendo Red, a PlayStation Blue or an Xbox screen. For whatever reason. Old Xbox screen, by the way, and PlayStation 2 Blue. And, yeah. Half Nintendo Red. Because, you know, Nintendo. Or, you say, cool kids rule. It is us nerds that rule. If so, you give it like a darker pink tail, a black tail, or a white tail. Or the final possibility. Cool kids, did you know that critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial that includes the entirety of Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restriction on free playtime? If so, then you answer with yellow, red, or a bright sky blue tail. I am actually cool kids to rule, is us nerds to rule, so I am gonna leave my tail white. Mostly because I wanna eat part of my candy brush right now. But I think white tail looks cute in it as well. So, if you have answered, we move on to question 7. We are coloring the eyes. Very cute model. Thank you so much, Milan. I really appreciate that. Really happy that you say that. Question 7 is, you are at a Vtuber anime convention. Suddenly, a cute girl dressed like a Vtuber that you like approaches you. She smiles at you. What do you say? Or, hi, I love your cosplay. You have a lovely smile. I am Eneco, or whatever your name is, my dearest custom tourist. Whatever your name is. If so, you color the eyes gray, a dark brown, or an olive sort of color. So if you, pretty much if you act like a normal human being, you paint the eyes gray, brown, or olive. If you say, so you're a Vtuber, huh? Well, it looks like you're a tubular to me, if you get what I mean. If that's your answer, you color the eyes yellow, white, or an icy blue. So if you say, so you're a Vtuber, well, you look like a tubular to me, if you get what I mean. Again, yellow, white, very icy blue. What do you say? Rara, kawaii, oto. Then you in the eyes red, purple, or orange. If you say rara, kawaii, oto. Then red, purple, or orange. Didn't do that as satisfying as I would have wanted it to. Really put that in there to, you know, try to impress you guys, but I couldn't really do it. I'm gonna be honest, I am very, very, very much in the region of the personality spectrum here. Very, very, very much. And I just block up when I'm talking to cute people. When I'm talking to people in general. Like this one convention, there was this woman that approached me, and she was talking to me as if I was my cosplay. And I was like, I sounded like one of those old TVs that's like being tuned into a channel. And then you have the static, but you have some noises. That was pretty much me. So, I am definitely a type of person. Or, just panic, like, okay, okay, yep, whatever you want, yes, nice to meet you too. That falls under as well. Question 8 though. Maybe I can look a little bit better. We are coloring the... it says eyebrows. God darn it, Betty, those are eyelids. God darn it, Betty. Obviously, not everyone will have answered the last question sincerely. How many people do you think have lied? How many people do you think have faked having Riz? Anyway, which of the following is the best pet? Thank you so much, me and my, for becoming a member. Oh, I still have my creepy eyes on. Thank you so much for becoming a custom fur. We are doing a personality quiz right now. If you have joined in midway, just play along and take a little look back once we have gotten past this. As we are doing a fun interactive quiz where you can create your own custom toy by painting based on your answers. Now we are answering the question, which is the best pet of the following? First one is a human centipede. If you think a human centipede is the best pet, you color the eyelids, Betty. Eyelids! Eyelids, not eyebrows. God darn it. You color them a dark brown, a dark green, or a dark purple. Oh, it's Milo. It's Milo. I thought I would recognize the name. Hello. What about a real-life custom fur? If you think that is the best pet of these four that are about to show up, you paint the eyelids, Betty. Eyelids. You paint them black, purple, or red. If you think the best pet is a cat dog, but instead of having two faces, it has two tail ends, so like just two butts that are constantly pooping. If you think that is the best pet, you will make the eyelids brown, beige, or gray. So if you think that a cat dog that only has butts is the best pet of all of these, then a brown, pooping what? It does not eat. It still poops though. I don't know how, because cat dogs survive despite not pooping. And they survive for years not pooping. So this cat dog survives by just pooping. Abomination. Well, guess that's not your pick then. And the final pick you can do is an always aroused elephant with a lot of junk in the trunk. If you think that is a better pet than a real-life custom fur, then you paint the eyelids blue, sky blue, a bright saturated pink, or bright yellow. An always aroused elephant. As a pet, if that's what you want, you paint the eyelids sky blue, bright pink, or sky yellow. Well, I know for a fact that a real-life custom fur obviously is the coolest pet of them all. So here we go. That's my coloring done on that. I really hope that everyone has selected their answers. And I hope that you have answered sincerely on this question. Because now we are moving on to the two final questions. Now, we are coloring the hair. Regardless if you are or aren't a creator yourself, based on how you would present yourself on a stream, what 80s/90s movies character trope would you be? Would you be the loose cannon protagonist cop that, you know, shoots first, asks questions later, and blows everything up? If so, then you would paint your thing like brown, ginger, no, a gingerish orangey thing, Hatsune Miku bluish sort of tint. If you are the emotionally detached mentor that warms up near the end, you will give your custom fur some grey hair, some white hair, or some desaturated purple hair. If you are the sultry love interest that is dumping the guy in between sequels, then you make it like a platinum golden blonde, like a luscious vivid dark brown, lively dark brown, like a glossy dark brown, or like this burgundy deep red. If you are the comical guy, the comical best friend that fudges up enough so that the movie will actually run for 90 minutes, you will get bright green hair, bright blue hair, or bright pink hair. Or German. If your character would be German, you would either paint it black, yellow, or red. So, color your hair depending on your answer. I mean, I am a scientist from technically, canonically, sort of like Austria/non-Austria. So obviously I would be German. Also, I'm an evil scientist, sort of, kind of thing. Maybe not super evil, morally flexible. But, you know, 90s movies do not handle that very well. So they'd probably make me German in the action movies. I have a hunch. And then the final question of today, where we color the hat gem. This one will be a little bit different because it will only have 2 colors per answer, because the gem will be your gemstone. And every gemstone is like a certain type. Or 2 types. But they reflect your personality the most. This is a very important question. The Has-Been Toy Company is offering you a voice acting internship for one of their new Saturday morning cartoons. Which Saturday morning cartoon would fit you best? Which of these do you think sounds the best? Which one would you be in? Would you be one of the gamer gremlin grandmas from Gibraltar? If so, then your gemstone is a ruby or a rose quartz. So if you think you are a gamer gremlin grandma from Gibraltar, then your gemstone will be a ruby or a rose quartz. If you are one of the good guy goblins of Grimworld, then your gemstone will be an emerald or a piece of jade. For fuck's sake. What? What's wrong? If you are one of the cute road cat girls from Catalonia, then you would have sapphire as a gemstone, or a diamond. That is cute road, not cutthroat. This is a show about very cute cat girl pirates from Europe that like go on adventures. Like a little bit like One Piece, but more cat girly and more 90s, 80s cartoons. So, like that. And of course, the good guy goblins of Grimworld are like, it's like this grimdark fantasy world where there's a bunch of goblins that are always seen as the villain, but they go out to save nature and do all sort of good things for people, like do a bake sale together to solve problems and stuff like that. And Gamer Gremlin Grandmas from Gibraltar is mostly just an action show about a few gremlin gamer grandmas with guns that shoot a lot of stuff. And we have the option for Super Cyber Mega VTuber Insecurity Squad, with insecurity being in quotation marks. And if so, your birthstone would be a piece of amber or a citrine, a pale citrine. And then, of course, the most relatable VTuber show of them all, for a lot of people, and the most 90s or 80s sounding, it is the Saturday morning cartoon that is called Acronym. Animalistic cool robot Animalistic cool robot outdoorsman nailing your mother. Acronym for short. It is a interesting show that did not get a lot of episodes. It will get cancelled a little bit early on, but then again, this may be an easy paycheck for you if you choose that one. There is always a show named Acronym. So pick what gem fits you best. And of course, since I am an actual cat girl, and since I like the most valuable material here on the list, I will paint my stone as a diamond. And there you go. That is not it yet, but that is your custom fur being done. Doesn't it look amazing? Look at what you just created. This is you on a plate. This is you as a toy. Aren't you proud? I bet you're very proud. Thank you for taking our test. Now enjoy your custom fur. A little few announcements before that. Feel free to customize your custom fur a little bit, but keep the colors. I'm gonna show you mine because I customized mine a little bit earlier on. Let me see where you are. There you are. Let me lift you up a little bit. And then let's put you away. There you go. And then I'm gonna show you my customized custom fur. So if you have any artistic skill or anything, feel free to do this. This is not a real step that you need to do, but this is just showing you what you can do. And let me find mine. Where did I put it? There we go. Look at that! I kept all my colors intact, but I put some glitter on it, and I gave it some props, and it is looking amazing now. Just look at it. Give it a little bit of shading as well, especially like in the ears and stuff like that. My goodness. See? That's so cute. Please post your custom furs under Eneco's custom fur tweet, and I will give you like a cool analysis. Because even though a lot of these answers seem memey and stuff like that, I have actually made some parameters that I'm measuring with these. Believe it or not, there is a bit of science to the madness. Do not tell the Furby company about this because, yeah, there might be issues. Then, just one more thing that I need to tell you. And, this is the rules about, the custom fur. Because to have this toy, there's like a few rules that you have to, adhere by. Copyright. Copyright. Copyright, I don't know what that is indeed. Yep, that is one of the rules. That is one of the rules. You do not feed this after midnight, you do not get it wet. And, the most important rule, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, or your custom fur will come alive and will eat you. Minor setback. Anyway, that was it. Thank you for everything. See you in the next one. Goodbye.